Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a YouTube and Facebook Live update for a Wednesday. How about that? Made it to hump day. You know, the weather continues to be rather quiet, and so I'm really going to shoot for keeping this on the shorter side. We'll see if I can accomplish that task. Thanks, everybody, for coming into the room. I appreciate you all for being here, and I appreciate in advance those who are not here yet, but will soon be joining in. Not a bad looking day out there today for sure. Lots of sunshine, although we did have some clouds moving in the afternoon, so becoming a bit more partly sunny. It was a mix of sun and clouds through the day. But as you see here on our YouTube and Facebook Live agenda for tonight's update, same old, same old. Same old, same old, which, you know, when it's sunny and mild, and then in the case of the next few days, warmer than average, I think that's going to be okay with everybody. We're going to have some same old weather, mark my words, sometime between November, December, January, February, and March. And I'm not just talking about snow. I'm talking about what we call a closed low. Well, let's talk about that whenever the time comes. An area of low pressure that gets cut off from the jet stream, and it's just sort of closed and just sort of sitting. It just seems to sometimes be attracted to the Great Lakes, and it's just hanging out over us. That'll be the same old too. But this is the good one, and it's going to be getting warmer and warmer in addition to the same old, with maybe a chance for some Saturday showers. Still looking at that possibility, especially in the morning on Saturday, and still think that's going to be happening. Not a rainout, by the way, not a washout on Saturday, but in the morning, if you're going to be planning to mow the yard, it might be a good idea just to go ahead and try to plan that in the afternoon. You might get it done in the morning, but it might be a little more sketchy. K&M is here in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Jesse, hello in the Berg. Appreciate that. My appointment did go well. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate it. I'm all immunotherapied up. Which basically I can't tell any difference. Joanne, good evening to you. Joni, hello in Battle Creek. This weather is pretty sweet, and it's going to be getting even warmer. Joanne, in the morning, it will be a little bit warmer, but remember, warm is a relative term. We're going to be in the low 50s, so actually it'll be pretty close to what we had this morning. But that's warmer than what we have had for the last several mornings, right? Martha, hello to you. Thanks so much. Beautiful day and a great evening. I hope you're having one as well. The Loud House, 6 of us. I love that. I love that. What's up from the Cereal City? What's up with you there? I hope all is well in the Loud House of 6 folks there. And I hope things are not too loud. At least I hope they're winding down now that we're getting closer. Maybe I'm assuming that there are some kids involved there, and hope that maybe since it's a school night, it'll get quiet soon. That was always my hope anyway. After 9 o'clock, it's like, come on, we got to be aiming the plane at the runway here, right? To land this thing. Sean, good evening to you in Portage. Mikey, hello, happy hump day to you too. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great night as well. Joanne, won't be a hoodie in the morning. Regret it. It will be. Right? It will be a hoodie in the morning, regret it in the afternoon kind of day. I like that. I like also the lost and found. It'll be a lost and found Thursday, right? Because the kiddos going to school with a sweater or a jacket because it's cool, chilly. But then, you know, when they run outside to get on the bus, it'll be like, jacket? Who needs a jacket? What jacket? Oh, yeah, that jacket. It goes right to the lost and found. Mary, hello to you in Chicago, in the Windy City. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate that very much. And hello to the pigs in the barn, Jesse. Thanks. Chris, hello in Coopersville. Always good to see you. Robin, Comstock, and Jill, hello to you. Thank you for checking in. All right, let's get moving. Here's what we have on the rundown. There you see it. Same old, warmer and warmer temperatures, maybe some Saturday showers, and warmer next week. We're checking out that bus stop forecast. I'll squeeze it forward to give you a better view. A lot of sunshine in the morning and 52 degrees, and then coming home, a lot of sunshine, and look at that, warmer 82. And by the way, that'll be the first time we've been at 80 degrees or warmer. So the first time at 80 or warmer in 18 days. Considering those 18 days cover the last third of August and the first third of September, that's a pretty crazy stat, right? Pretty crazy stat. And not records or anything like that, but just something to note there. But we're finally going to break through that 80 barrier. And then once we break through it, we're going to be staying through it for quite some time, as I'll show you in the 7-day. That's coming up. That's good. 5 kids. Good, good, great. Finally getting quiet. Love it. Always love that when it's bedtime. Bernice, hello to you. Carla, hello in West Portage. I didn't have 6, though. I only had half. Carla, hello to you in West Portage. Bernice, beautiful day in St. Joe and a beautiful place to enjoy it, too. Thanks for checking in. Jeanette in Coldwater, loving the weather. It's all quiet right now on the big lake. This is a live view of South Haven. You can see how flat the water is. Here's a live view in downtown Kalamazoo looking north on the Burdick Mall with our Peregrine Tower camera here. Thanks to the city of South Haven for that South Haven view. So all is quiet. The temperatures are not falling nearly as fast as they have been over the last couple of nights and mornings. So we're still in the upper 50s, low to mid 60s. In fact, GR still holding on to near 70 at 69 degrees. So we got that. Coldwater on the other end of that spectrum. So that's quite a variance there, 12 degrees between the two. So Jeanette, a little chilly there. You're putting the cold in Coldwater there, 57 degrees. Mikey, thanks for the share. Appreciate that. And I appreciate the compliment too. Cynthia, hello to you in Battle Creek. And Barb is here from Comstock. You might have gotten 2 references there, Barb, 2 shout outs. You know, our temperature change from yesterday at this time is up several degrees. Depends on where you are. Coldwater, just about as cold as you were, but up a few degrees in that green area, and then more where you see the oranges and the reds. In fact, Fremont up 9 degrees from yesterday. Hello, Newaygo County there. And of course, that's warmer than where we were on Tuesday at this time, which was warmer than Monday, which was warmer on Sunday. You know, our temperatures bottomed out on Saturday, and then we started that long slog upward. There it is. Look at all the blues on the map. Now, all those blues on the map, give it a week. By this time next week, they're all going to be replaced with some reds because we're going up into the warm zone there, warm zone. So the last 2 weeks, there was one day that was normal high temperature and one day today that was 1 degree above high temperature. All the rest of those max temperatures that you see were at least 3 degrees colder than average or below that. And of course, like I said, our temps really sort of bottomed out there on Saturday when we were at 64 for the high, which was a full 14 degrees colder than was typical for this time of year. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. 12 kiddos in the house. Woo! You got your work cut out for you. No when you have all the windows open. Carla, 80 degrees is going to feel great and a little different too. Jennifer, hello to you in Kalamazoo. Robert from Ohio State University in Columbus, hello to the Buckeyes where it was 83 degrees. Hello to you. Salute, Robert, and thank you for checking in from our friends in Columbus. By the way, sister station in Columbus. And as a result, if you're in Columbus and you're watching our sister station there, WSYX, then you will no doubt see Kate Seifert, who worked here. And she was an anchor at 5:30 for a while. And she's a very good friend. So if you happen to see her, I know she's doing well. So hello to you, Robert. Good sleeping weather for sure. Marcia, hey, always good to see you. Today was indeed beautiful. All right, let's move on. I got those high temperatures. We're finally trending up, right? Sunday was warmer. Monday was warmer. Tuesday was warmer. Today was warmer. Tomorrow is warmer. And then we're going to sort of peak. We're going to plateau just a bit for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But that plateau is going to be much warmer than average in the 80s. All right, you see a little bit of light precipitation showing up there. Not going to rule out there might be a sprinkle or two underneath the green that you see. But for the most part, not. And here's why. Our dew points are really dry, really down. And, you know, oftentimes, certainly from mid-June to, let's say, late August, right? You know, we talk about dew points. We speak dew point here in this educated weather room. We don't talk relative humidity. We talk dew points. But we talk dew points from mid-June, sometimes earlier, certainly to mid to late August, because it does play a part in how sticky it's going to be and what it feels like, what the air feels like, our heat index. Not so much right now, but here's where dew point is playing a factor in our weather. Where you see that there are some light precip returns there, there's some moisture being detected by the radar. However, this is aloft, and with the air so dry, low dew points. When you have the air temp at 65, 68 degrees, 60. And the dew point's in the mid to upper 40s like it is right now. And earlier today, the air temp was in the mid to upper 70s with the dew points in the mid to upper 40s. Huge spread. Difference in the dew point and the air temperature. Then the air is very dry. And in this particular case, any kind of precip that might be aloft is going to dry before it gets to the surface, so we won't feel it. But that is what's going on there right now. And that will continue. That trend is going to continue, I think, not only with that precip going away, but the clouds will too. And tomorrow that's going to leave us with a lot of sunshine, Barb, loving this weather, but we need some rain. That is the truth. Again, we have a chance of getting some on Saturday. It's a little sketchy, and it's not going to help much. But beggars cannot be choosers. We might have some getting into the middle of next week. We'll have to wait and see. But by then, we're really going to be dry. It'll be interesting to see. Tomorrow morning, the drought monitor, the U.S. drought monitor is issued. It's always issued on Thursday. And so keep an eye out. I know that Jeff Porter will post that. He'll have it on air, and so will I. I'll post it as well. We'll see what the folks at the drought monitor say about the dry conditions in our area and in our state. Deb, hello to you in Decatur. Lily in BC made it through Hump Day. That's good. Steve, hello. And Martin, beautiful weather continues for the harvesting of the crops. That's for sure. The farmers have plenty of opportunity to get out there, right? Plenty to get out there. Let's see. Gwen, hello. Joanne, those 80s look kind of good. I agree. Rocky, haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see another perfect day for sure. Got a chance to step outside. It's perfect. That's right. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to have more of the same. Check it out in the 7-day. Again, a chance for a shower or two on Saturday. You got a pit stop there. Otherwise, sunny. Notice our average high is 76. We have a week's worth of 80s on the way. And when you're looking at a high of 84 or 85, that's called mid-July weather. That's as warm as we, on average, will get. Of course, we have warmer days than that. We have some 90s. But on average, the average high is 84, 85 degrees. Saturday, Sunday, got to get the kiddos out. I do think by the time we get to the afternoon and evening there, Keith and Melissa, that you'll be doing better. The weather will be doing better. And Sunday, looking good as well to get the kiddos out. Let them run around, right? Shannon, good evening. Beautiful day. Enjoying the beautiful weather. Always appreciate hearing from you there, Shannon, and that optimistic note. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Still not as short as I thought I would be, but, you know. Yeah, no, we're not going to have the humidity. Good point, Joanne. We are going to be in the 80s, but for example, that 84 on Sunday, which that is what, the 13th? Sunday is the 14th. Is that right? Hold on, I should know that. Today's the 10th. Yeah. So Sunday the 14th, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're looking at a high of 84 and the dew point in the 50s. Okay. It'll get a little bit more humid here by the middle of next week. But, you know, we're not talking about, I mean, the highest humidity I see here, or the highest dew point, we talk dew points here, will be in the low 60s. Now, in about a week's time, 7-8 days, we might take a trip up into the mid 60s. A little bit sticky then, but really very comfortable air. Pretty comfortable air. And thanks, Joanne, for that. I appreciate it. Jeanette, great homecoming weather for the high schools. Yes, for sure. For sure. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. Like I said, it wasn't as short as I thought it would be, but I'm just having a hard time with that. Hey, I hope everybody is having a great evening, and thank you so much for letting me take some of your time here to do that weather update. Don't forget, I'll be live at 10. That is in 33 minutes on ARC West Michigan. And then live at 11 in an hour 33 on the Mothership News Channel 3. If you can't join me on one of those, catch up with me on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, on Instagram, Twitter, X, YouTube, and Threads. There you go. At Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word. My good buddy Jeff Porter is here in the morning, 4:30 to 9 a.m. with live weather updates. Must See TV. He's got you at noon. I'll be back at 5:30, and 6 o'clock. Barb, thank you so much. Craig, thank you for the thanks. Same to you, Bernice and Lily. I hope you have a great night as well. You too, Joanne. Thanks. All right, everybody, let's have a great night. Let's make it happen tomorrow. Let's have a good Thursday, and then we'll hit Friday hard. Be safe, and thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you again soon.